Greetings viewers and welcome to Coffee Chill TV in Bali. And we are standing on Bali's most famous street, Legian. And let's go for a walkabout. So in terms of time marker, it's Saturday morning. It's 6:30 a.m. Great time of the day in my opinion. And we'll go for a walk. It's already pretty noisy, isn't it? We'll go for a walk here from the corner of Malasti and Siwi Jawa to Legian, and we'll go as far as we can along Legian. It is the biggest street. It is pretty popular. Any time of the day there's folks out and about, but a lot of the shops haven't opened just yet. Should be easier to walk around and video. And yeah, we could go off and do our little walkabout. Come along with me. My current digs, Grandma's. I'm staying there at the moment. I had a Meat Lovers Pizza takeaway. Took it back to the room last night from Bella Italia. And there's Rehat Massage, which looks very classy and very popular as well. So that's here at the start of our walkabout. Now, here in Bali on Legian Street, narrow sidewalks, and you can see coming up here, almost no sidewalk. So when it gets busy, it can be a challenge getting around. That's for sure. Non-existent sidewalk. Here we go, onto the road. So taxis are already calling out for business. That's fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. And this section of Legian is, it's quite familiar to yours truly. I've walked up and down this part of Bali many times, including when I first came to Bali in 1997. Now we're coming up to the Blue Skies. Blue Skies Bar is a fantastic place to catch sport from Australia and from further afield, of course, but it's a great place to watch the cricket and the rugby league. And I'll be popping back there. No, thank you, my friend. I'll be popping back there later to catch some sport. So I really like mornings, particularly here in Bali. Folks out here doing some exercise, which is good to see. But I enjoy watching folks set up shop for the day. They do their offerings here. Obviously, Bali is heavily Hindu, and it's nice to see the offerings being made and people doing their little dedications to their shrines in the morning as well. There's Ganesh. So some motorbikes use the sidewalk as well, so you've got to be careful getting around. This intersection here, JL Petit Gelatic and JL Legian, is pretty harem-scarum. Because it's a two-way, and folks do come out of here when it gets busy. You can just see now it's pretty scary as a pedestrian. I recommend walking on this side of Legian Street if you are in this section of Legian. But let's continue with our little walkabout. Gloria Jeans. And yes, I've had coffee there before, lovely. Morning. Morning. And I've used the cash machine here too at BNI as well, which is also good. And we're coming up to the Legian Paradiso, and I've stayed at the Legian Paradiso many times. It's a fantastic spot. Before we pass there, that money changer there, the money changer here next to the Legian Paradiso is one of the best in Bali in my experience. As is the Angelina Spa. I've had a facial and foot massage in there. Fantastic. And there are no shortage of side streets and hotels off JL Legian. Look at that lovely row of air conditioners. And the mighty Legian Paradiso Hotel Bali. I have stayed there many times, and the rooms are great. I normally stay in the garden view room, but you can have a pool view room. The pool is just magnificent. Fantastic buffet breakfast, and I'll be doubling back for a beer at the Paradiso later today, just as the sun comes up. Those motorbikes are noisy, aren't they? And they do go flying down here in the morning as well, so there you go. Now we're coming up to Cafe Ethnic, one of my favourite restaurants in Bali. Closed for the moment. Some shops are open early, as is the convenience store over there, and I've popped in there many a time over the years, normally as a result of staying at the Paradiso, and you know, topping up your supplies of 3-in-1 coffee, and sometimes bringing a couple of bintangs back to the room as well. No shortage of tattoo places in Bali, and you know, for a lot of Aussies, the tattoo is kind of front and centre of the agenda. There's a chap there on the sidewalk of his motorbike. Front and centre of their agenda when they come to Bali. Nero Bali. Now, fantastic meals I've had in there over the years. I've had some fantastic ribs at Nero Bali, so there you go. And I tell you, it's just lovely this morning. It's not cool. It's just fantastic weather. It really is. Yesterday afternoon, when I was here, there was a bit of rain, so it's yeah, the place is looking, you know, nice and tidy after the rain, I must say, as we walk along the famous JL Legian, or Legian Street, as we do. Another motorbike on the sidewalk. And we're coming up to the famous Mama's. Now, Mama's is a bit of an institution in Bali, and I've been to Mama's many times. Famous for the sausages is Mama's. I'm not a huge fan of people who stand in the middle of narrow sidewalks, just, you know, loitering with intent. So there you go. Plenty of hotels and massage, and you can get manicure and pedicure as well, and convenience stores, Circle K and Mini Mart, very big in Bali. Go check drivers. I've seen quite a few of those here in Bali, along with the Grab drivers. Seems to be, at the time of recording this video, a little bit of argy-bargy between the traditional taxi services that you find in Bali and the new Grab, GoJet, etc. and Uber. So the Joker Bar and Grill. Now I've enjoyed lunch at the Joker Bar and Grill a number of times on my many visits to Bali. Well priced and just a good elevated spot. Now you may notice Bunnings sausage sizzle, and that's interesting. A lot of my Australian viewers will get the joke. Bunnings is a hardware chain in Australia, probably the biggest, and there was some controversy with their sausage sizzle, that you know, they had to put the onions underneath the sausage due to health and safety regulations, and it became a bit of a nanny state discussion in Australia. That still goes on today. So there you go, Bunnings sausage sizzle. A little bit of humour there at the Joker Bar and Grill here on Legian Street, downtown Bali. So I have been to the Starbucks across the road there, and I've been to the Rosalinda Spa as well, which is the massage place down the little side street there too. And you know, no shortage of little cubby holes, side streets, alleyways off JL Legian. And here you go. This is what I was talking about before. You can see the, you know, the big cross through Grab. They don't want Grab drivers in this area. They just want the traditional taxi services. You know, it's been a war, hasn't it, around the world. Uber versus traditional taxis, Grab versus traditional taxis. I don't have the solution or the answer here. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So we've got the barber shop here now. Yours truly, if I'm being honest, at the time of recording this video, probably needs to go and get the cutthroat, shave, and go and get a haircut. So that's on my list later today, is to go and do that. And luckily I'm in Bali, where hair cutting and shaving is available on an economical and accessible basis. There's some tree-lined sections here to JL Legian, and the coffee pot. Now, I've been in there and had coffee. Very nice it was, and not the cheapest place to grab a coffee in Bali, but very nice there in the gardens. And you can see up here some folks are out jogging. That's great. I'm just happy to be walking, and it's nice and cool and lovely here. That's for sure. Now, I've had dinner in here, and whoops, that was a nice trip, wasn't it? I'm going to leave that in the video. My videos aren't perfect, they're not slickly produced, and I also live record, so I don't go back into the studio and do slick narration. What you hear is what I see and my reaction to it as it is recorded. That's the coffeechilltv difference. YouTube, the way it used to be, and the way I think it should be. And that bloke needs to fix his muffler. Oops. So the Legian Cafe. Now, I've had some interesting nights at the Legian Cafe. I'll just leave it at that. And when you get to the Legian Cafe, you know that you're basically coming to the kind of crossover point from Legian to Kuta. Obviously, Kuta at night can be quite interesting, and as can Caruso's. Now, I've been to Caruso's many times over the years. It's 24 hours. Yeah, it's a fantastic spot to grab lunch, grab a beer, and do a bit of people watching. So yeah, Caruso's fantastic. And you can see the music was on, and there were some punters in there, and it's not even 7 AM. As the old cliche goes, you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So you can always justify having a beer, that's for sure. Burger King. And it's looking to be a sensational day today in Bali. I'm really enjoying my morning constitutional, my Saturday morning stroll on JL Legian. There you go. And to be a little bit solemn, this is the memorial for the Bali bombing, 12th of October 2002, and this was all put together within a couple of years of that. And yeah, let's go have a bit of a look at the memorial. You look at the countries represented, Australia is dominant, that's for sure. So, you know, Indonesia, German as well, and England, Denmark, Portugal, Poland, Sweden, Swiss, Brazil, Ecuador, Canada, and Korea there too. So, you know, very solemn. And you can't let terrorists win, folks. Don't let terrorists stop you from going out and visiting wonderful places in the world like Bali. I've been back to Bali a number of times after the Bali bombings, and the Bali bombings motivated me to come back to Bali. Can't let those cowards win. Now you can head down there to Poppy's Lane 1 and 2. Narrow spot, but very interesting poppies. Some great places to see, and some great little restaurants and bars down there. So this is the famous Sky Garden, and Thursday night's uni night. That brings back some memories. I remember going to the Badung Tavern on a Thursday night uni night when I was at the University Sunshine Coast. There you go. Speaking of Australia, souvlaki wrap, the kebab, the late night lamb sandwich. It's a bit of a tradition in Australia, and I think that business is, it's got the place part of the marketing mix in a good spot, because yeah, this area later tonight will be full of a lot of, let's just say happy Aussies emptying out of bars, and a lot of them will be quite partial to a souvlaki wrap if you're Greek, a kebab if you're Turkish. There you go. Let's continue the walkabout on JL Legian. So we're definitely in the nightclub pub district of Bali here. The Apache Reggae Bar. There you go. Mr. Bob Marley, I believe. And the famous Bounty discotheque, and the Apache Reggae, and the famous Paddy's. And we've just come past the Sky Garden. So these are iconic pubs, bars, nightclubs, call it what you like, here in Bali. So I've had a beer at Paddy's and the Bounty, and at the Espresso Bar too. There you go. Now apparently the Espresso Bar, I was told a few years ago by one of the locals, if you are a middle-aged foreign lady and you're looking for company, you will find some young gentlemen, local gentlemen here that may be pleased to make your acquaintance. So that's interesting, isn't it? People talk about girly bars. There are also the male equivalent as well here in Bali, and you will see as you walk around Bali you will see as you walk past the leaf blower, as you walk around Bali, you will see well, middle-aged Western ladies with a younger generation of local Balinese gentlemen in their company. So yeah, you know, consenting adults, I'm all good with that. But yeah, it is an interesting dynamic to Bali that you do see. I suppose what you see the reverse of a lot of in, say, places like Thailand. So there you go. That's Bali. I love it. So we're moving away from the nightclub precinct of Kuta on JL Legian, and yeah, we're coming towards the end of this walkabout vlog as well. And Peramar Tour and Travel. Now, when I first came to Bali in 1997, I booked a boat and a plane to Lombok with these folks, and very good they are. So you can head this way. This is Poppy's Lane 1. We were past Poppy's Lane 2 before. Yeah, you can see very narrow, very narrow. So it looks like there's the Celebrity Ink tattoo that they're putting together there. And in Pattaya in Thailand, Soi 13.4 near Beach Road, there's a big Celebrity Ink tattoo salon there. So there you go. They're obviously setting up shop here in Bali too. So the Gateway of India. Now, I've had Indian there several times. Costs a little bit more than normal in Bali, but it's well worth it. Gateway of India, authentic Indian food, yes indeed. And there you go, folks, a Saturday morning stroll on JL Legian, Bali. We started out in Legian and we ended up in Kuta and went past some of my favourite old haunts. We went through the nightclub district as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. And wherever you are today, I trust this note finds you well. Thank you for dropping by Coffee Chill TV, and please enjoy the balance of your day. Cheers.